seems to be right on schedule. We're halfway through summer and we're already getting the 2025s. Right behind me, what you'll see is the 2025, our very first Equinox. It's an LT, it's a front wheel drive, and let me show you what's all new. New face, new looks, new styling all the way around. It's pretty much all new. You're gonna see, you get more of this stand-up tall version, more of a boxy, squared off SUV look that we saw turned in very familiar with other SUVs that they've made a change to, compared to the previous generation where you get a little bit more of a sporty look, kind of this arrow on your dissected headlamps. Here you still get your dissected headlamps, so you get your LEDs, which is your daytime running lamps, and then down in through here you're going to get your headlight cluster, which is again moved down into the bumper. Seems to be a really popular option for oncoming traffic. Now over onto the side, you can see here, again, a little bit more of a boxier, taller look. The windows seem to be a little bit more of a squared off here. And again, this little shark fin design seems to be something that's going through every single design that we come out with on a Chevrolet these days. The floating back window seems to be a popular option. So we kind of get this floating roof all the way in through here. The taillights have changed somewhat as well. Again, we've seen this on the Traverse, we saw it on the Blazer EV. You kind of get this little split that will come in, and it's LED that comes all around. And then inside here, you get this kind of ramp aspect. When your headlights are on, these are gonna, or your tail lamps are on, and your signals are gonna work through here. Now, safety-wise, this thing just, every year you get more and more standard safety equipment. Your little camera up in the windshield, that's gonna take care of all your front driving stuff like pedestrian detection, automatic braking, low-speed braking, plus lane keep assist, as well as lane change alert as well. You can see over here on your mirrors, you're going to get your blind zone alert as well as lane change alert. And again, on the back side, you get your little sensors. Can you see them here in the bumper? That's going to be for your rear park assist, rear cross traffic alert, and automatic rear braking as well. Now under the hood is Chevrolet's 1.5 liter turbo. It was available in the previous generation and it worked out really well. It was also available in the Malibu, also available in the Terrain, and right now so it seems to be doing really well with this current generation. What they have done is, this is a front wheel drive version, so it comes with a CVT transmission. So power wise, they keep the power down a little bit. Your horsepower is still the same, 175 horsepower. However, with the CVT transmission driving your front axle, you get 184 pound-feet of torque to ride with this front-wheel drive version. And if the Chevrolet Trax has proven anything, people can get along very, very easily with a front-wheel drive SUV. As I get inside, if it's going to be all new, it's got to look all new, it's got to feel all new. So you get your new switches for your power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. You also get a new button here for your programmable rear lift gate. We got some circular vents this is an LT with a little bit more of a bright accent on the inside. Once we get an RS, I assume by popular demand, it's going to be more of a red accent, and I'm sure the Active, when it comes out, we're going to have more of a yellow, and I'm thinking of what we've seen on the Trailblazer and also what we've seen on a Trax. And as I get in, again, you can see we got a whole new cockpit. So over here on the side, we just got a new cluster of buttons. Really, that's with your auto stop on off. Your parking brake is here, it's electronically controlled, and your window wiper stock, it's changed slightly, but if you've seen inside of a Colorado, that's fairly similar. One thing that is changed is there's no physical on-off button for the lights. No big deal. If you've paid any attention to how this Google built-in works, you just use your lights right here. So I push this little icon and now it's on auto. I guarantee it'll be set and forget, but if you did want to turn the lights on, you just move over, turn them on, and they're on. But they'll stay on. If you wanted to turn them off, then get back to auto or off, or just you can see you have many different changes. So we'll put it on auto, set and forget, never have to touch your lights ever again. Now inside, a lot of this looks very familiar from what we've seen in other vehicles, one being a Trax 2 RS, two being a Trailblazer, or three being a Chevrolet Colorado. A lot of this feels the same with your driver information center being fully digitalized over here. Plus you get this infotainment system that's the Google built-in, and you get your quick menu over here, plus all your other icons that will come in. And another thing that I'm really liking that I've noticed is the continuation of the transmission stock, and it's very, very simple. I love how the engineers kind of went a little bit of an old school theme where it's up here on the column, And again, it's kind of an old school theme where you just pull it towards you, pull down, and you're in drive. Very, very intuitive, very simple. And then if you want to go in reverse, you pull it towards you and then up, and now you're in reverse. And over here, you get your standard surround vision with the LT. So you can see right here, I get my bird's eye view over on this side, plus all my available camera angles here. So right now I am working out the back of the vehicle, but if I push forward, now I can look out the front, kind of look at that angle there. Plus I also have access to, you know, my wheels. So those are the front, because the wheels at the front. So if I turn, you can see the wheels turning here. And if I push this button again, now all the icons, the buttons, the notification, it's going to the back tires there. Now, if I was sitting behind myself, the seats are fairly comfortable. I got bolsters on the outside, plus a little bit of cushioning here. I do have an armrest with some cup holders that will dissect the 2 passengers in on the outside here. I got heat vents. I also have 2 USB ports here. They're for charging. And my knee room, I got lots of space here, as this seat is concave to go in, you know, and there is a mat pocket as well. So everybody would be fairly comfortable riding in this Equinox here. What we're gonna do here is test the power lift gate, and I have the key in my hand and I'm not going to use it. So what it does is it senses when the key is close. We get really close to the vehicle and we wait, it beeps, and now it's going to open up all on its own. That just keeps it really handy if you had your hands were full with groceries or whatever. You can see now you have this very generous amount of space that will come in. You do get your underneath storage. Right now we got our floor mats and also spare tire, which is held in through here. You don't get your little quick grab handles that was from the previous generation, but if you've done this before, it's not really that difficult. You come over here, reach this little handle, folds flat, and I've tested it already. These front seats do not fold flat like you would get in a Trailblazer and possibly in a previous generation Terrain. So what we've known before with the Equinox still remains the same with its cargo carrying capacity. And if you want to close it up, you just push this button and it'll do its thing. So a white front wheel drive LT, this is where it all starts. And soon we're going to get more of the RS trim, which is going to be really exciting, and then the all new Active, and I can't wait to bring those to you too.